Hi guys, I'm going to work through some problems from your homework in case you have some questions, and I'm just going to do some working through. So if I'm solving this problem, I could use the distributive property, but in this case I'm going to choose to just divide by 3 because it's just much simpler that way. And then I'm going to take care of things that are kind of out to the side. Make sure you've watched the regular lesson video if this seems a little too fast. Da-da. All right, so they're just asking me to basically prove what I'm doing here. Actually, I think I might be able to better do this if I don't screenshot it, because we can talk about it. So the first reason is just a given. That just means that x over 2 plus 21 equals 15 is what we started with. You call that a given when you're looking at a proof. This is an algebra proof. You might have heard of the geometry students doing proofs. In the next problem, we just have to say, hey, what are we doing? We're subtracting 21 from both sides. That is the subtraction property of equality, and you can see that right there. X over 2 equals -6. So we've obviously simplified some things, right? Let's see what they call that. Well, we'll just call it simplifying. And then multiply by 2, that is the multiplication property of equality. And then again, it looks like we've done some simplifying. You can check that. Yay. All right. Here we have another problem, so I'll just work that real fast. We got to get our y's together, so let's just go ahead and subtract a y. That's -1y. So now I have 6y equals 54. Divide by 6 and get y equals 9. Again, if that seems a little fast, make sure you've watched the video, and if you have and then you have some specific questions, just let me know. All right, here we have, oh, I can't write on it unless I screenshot it. 2b plus 5 equals 4b plus 13. This is the one where you have 4 choices as to where you want to get started. I'm going to subtract 5. And then sometimes I try to make my choices so I don't end up with negatives. In this case, I just gave myself some negatives, but it's going to be okay. Just be brave. Okay. All right, let's see. We kind of have a mess here, so I'm going to go ahead and use the distributive property as I rewrite it here. See what I did? I did 2 times x and 2 times -2. So let's combine some like terms. Voila. Trying to move fairly quickly because I know there's some other ones that maybe are a little messier. Let's do the distributive. No, let's not. Let's do it this way. Let's go ahead and just divide by 3, because that's 3 times that. You have 2 factors on the top. You can divide by 3. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I see lots of 3's going on. Remember that I have to divide by 3 in both places. So I'm going to end up with -u minus 12 equals u plus 6. Okay? This is interesting. There's a whole bunch of ways that could go. Okay, what if I had not done the funny thing and I had used the distributive property? I would have had negative 3u minus 36 equals 3u plus 18 if I had done this. And I might have, oh, I was hoping that would get smaller instead of bigger. Right? And I will add 3u to get rid of that. Same. All right, be bold, be bold. Let's see, what do we want to do first? I think we'll just go ahead and undo these parentheses. Okay, so I'm going to do 4 times u and 4 times 3 equals negative 3 times 4u. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Plus 7u. Now I can combine like terms. Let's go ahead and combine this and this to be positive or negative 5u. Negative 12, positive 7 makes negative 5 plus 9. And let's add 5u so that it goes over here. I get 9u plus 12 equals 9. And then we're going to go minus 12. And I have 9u equals negative 3. Watch out for this. Your brain is going to want to flip that over. U equals negative 1/3 when I simplify 3/9. Okay. Notice that it gave me the fraction option. That's kind of a hint. All right, these guys are a bit of a challenge. So looking at the 5 and the 2, I am going to multiply everything by 10 as a common denominator. And so if I multiply negative 6y times 10, I get negative 60y plus 3/5 times 10 is 6 equals negative 6/5 times 10, negative 12y. Don't lose your y's when you're diddling around with the numbers. And then 7/2 times 10 is 35 minus 35. Right, if I haven't made any number errors, and feel free to use a calculator so you don't end up doing this forever. Let's minus 6. Negative 60y equals negative 12y minus 41. And we want to get our y's together. So this is actually subtraction. So 48, negative 48y equals negative 41. And we're going to divide by negative 48. So the answer, if I haven't made a math error, and it's very hard to do these without making stupid mistakes, I know, is 41 over 48. Let's see if I was even close. 41, oops, 41 over 48. Oh my gosh, I actually did it right. Okay, you might miss a few of those. If you're like me, just make silly number mistakes. All right, for each equation, choose a statement that describes its solution. If applicable, give the solution. So if I'm solving this baby, let's go ahead and use the distributive property. Negative 2w minus 6. Do you see what I just did? Okay, equals 3 times w plus 12. Don't forget to do it times each thing in the parentheses. Plus 7. Okay, like terms. How about those guys? Negative 2w minus 6 equals 3w plus 19. Let's add 6. Negative 2w equals 3w plus 25. And we need to get our w's together. Negative 5w equals 25. Divide that by negative 5. And I get w equals negative 5. Sure looks to me like that one has an answer, so we're going to type that in there. And then let's do this other one. If I use the distributive property, I'm going to get 6x minus 12. See what I'm doing? 6 times x, 6 times negative 2, plus 2 equals 2 times 3x is 6x, and 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. Okay, combine some like terms here. 6x minus 10 equals 6x minus 10. Well, there we have an identity. That means that all numbers are going to be solutions. So I can go back and check those. Negative 5, and then all real numbers are solutions. Negative 5. Whoops, don't want that. I want that. Check. Yay. All right. Send me some problems if you need to. You might run into some that you just keep getting wrong, but be fearless, courageous. You can do this.